You know, in highly collectivistic cultures, such as the one where I come from, it is very important to keep appearances. So, direct aggression is not really appreciated or liked. More accurately, it is only tolerated within very specific social contexts. For example, a husband beating the shit out of his wife, not good but tolerable and somewhat imaginable. A mother beating the shit out of a toddler, also imaginable. But outside of these very specific social hierarchies where violence and direct aggression is sanctioned, you always have to maintain a garb of friendliness, good intentions, politeness. You always have to maintain that appearance when you are speaking to another human being, even if you are speaking from a space of hostility. In these situations, when people still want to be hostile to you, I have seen them use this tactic that I like to call moral grandstanding. It's basically a person trying to establish themselves as a moral authority in a situation, thereby placing you beneath them, instead of directly saying, I think you are beneath me, which would be aggressive. It's a person establishing themselves as an authority on truth while constantly lying and gaslighting and changing facts. It's a person establishing sometimes themselves as an authority of kindness while they are explicitly only kind when it costs them nothing. A man, for instance, can beat the living daylights out of his wife, beat her until she bleeds for hours, and on the same day turn to you and say, why are you being so unkind? Why don't you pick up your mother's calls? Or your friend who's insulting you while at the same time reprimanding you for not being kind enough to the waiter. I always have been of the belief that kindness, when it doesn't cost you anything, can be incredibly performative. You are not inconveniencing yourself. You don't have to sacrifice your ego. You don't have to relinquish control. You are sometimes not even an active participant in that equation. You're an observer, commenting on what somebody else should have done. And it is an extremely effective tool to establish dominance, because you are not going to a person and saying, hey, I'm better than you, know your place. You are basically correcting a moral failure that they are exhibiting that you are wise enough to see. If I have to look out for kindness, I am always going to try to look out for, number one, situations where people are actively involved in. Number two, where they will actually be losing something by being kind. They will be losing convenience. They will be losing unfair advantages that they have been enjoying. Kindness, when it costs you nothing, is not kindness.